Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you my top tips on how to start your weight loss journey, how to start your fitness journey, how to stay consistent. I'm not going to say motivated because motivation comes and goes, but consistency will take you a long way. So today I'm going to share with you my top tips that have helped me personally, that I have found super helpful in keeping myself accountable, consistent, and just keep on going. Tip number one is tell your close circle. So whatever that circle is, whether, the people that you hang out with on a consistent basis. For me, that was basically like my parents, my sister, my husband, not super social out there on the streets. I made sure that I told them, hey, I'm starting this, I'm working with a nutritionist, etc. Like whatever your plan is, just let them know, hey, I'm doing this. This is for real this time. Please keep me accountable. Please don't ask me if I want a serving of cake. Please don't, just let them know so that they can better help you. So by telling your close circle, you're letting them know, hey, I'm serious about this. I'm doing this. Please help me out. Don't ask me for a second serving of cake, or don't ask me to have this. Just let them know your plan, and they will be more conscious about what they choose to eat around you. And also making sure that they're not asking you, hey, do you want some pizza? So second tip is have someone do it with you. I know this is super hard and this isn't realistic for everyone, but for me, as far as my household, it's just my husband and I and our dog. And I was super fortunate enough that my husband did decide to do it with me. Okay, boy. He did decide to start this journey with me and come along. It helps that we just meal prepped the same foods and we didn't have to have two separate meals and then me see him, eat pizza and then, I'm having broccoli and rice or something like that. So definitely if someone can do it with you, super helpful. If you live alone, then maybe one of your friends or someone outside of your household, maybe to keep yourself accountable, maybe to come up with recipes together. Anything really helps. If you can have someone do it with you, that would be awesome. Tip number 3 is have a meal plan, exercise plan. So when I started this journey, I was working with a nutritionist, so I had a plan that I had to follow, and then I also meal prepped my food. So I am not a meal prepper where I put them in single containers. First of all, I don't have that many containers, and I eat all my meals at home for the most part. I don't really have to ever travel with a meal. So what I did, what really worked for us is just meal prep all of our meats, like all of our protein, all of our veggies, our rice, etc. So all of the components of our meal, we would meal prep, and then we just put it together when it comes time to meal time. Meal prepping is definitely super helpful. It takes a while to get a hang of it because I think we meal prep the first. Now I meal prep once a week. Before I would meal prep, I think I was cooking like 2, even 3 times a week because I couldn't get a handle on how much protein I actually needed, how much veggies I actually needed. I was under prepping. So I learned the hard way how much to prep for my needs and my husband's needs. But definitely meal prepping comes a long way, especially if you have a busy lifestyle. It's just nice to be able to measure all your food or take out your container, put it in the microwave and have your meal. You want to snack on something while you're cooking your meal or getting your meal together. But if your meal's already together and all you have to do is microwave it, then you don't really have that option, right? It's like microwave it, let's go. Fourth tip is try to avoid to put yourself in situations where you are going to be tempted. To be honest, I know we are social human beings, and there's so many times where, oh, right now it's Easter. I can think of so many Easter candies that I would have picked up at Target already. The jelly beans, the Jolly Rancher jelly beans, the wild berry are my weakness. The Cadbury eggs, like the ones that are filled, and also the tiny ones with the crunchy, oof, those are my favorite. I would have downed a couple bags by now. I noticed that in the beginning of the journey, those were the things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I associate so many things with food. Whether it's a holiday that I associated with certain candy, whether it's going out and I associated it with having a drink or having like a little appetizer. And in the beginning, I truly just kept myself out of those situations. I wasn't going out for drinks because I knew I wasn't going to want to order seltzer water. I was just keeping myself out of those situations in order to just stay strong for myself, right? Because in the beginning, it's not that easy to say no. So I know it's hard to say, I'm just gonna take myself out of all these social situations, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So in the beginning, that really helped me because I wasn't put in situations where I saw everybody else eating and then I wanted to eat too. And if that is going to be the case, just make sure that there is something at that place that is available for you, something that you can order that's maybe within your meal plan. Only go when you are ready to order that thing, right? If there's always going to be options or better options for what to order, but if you're not ready to order that seltzer water instead of that old fashioned, then, you know, take yourself out of the situation. Fifth and final tip is don't compare yourself to other people's journey. Comparison is the thief of joy. It truly, truly is. In the beginning of the journey, I compared myself to so many people that I saw online, right? Because we all click on the videos. How I lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm like, click. And then, you know, I'm willing to drink this gross juice or tea or whatever they're recommending so that I can lose those 15 pounds in 2 weeks. That's just not sustainable, right? It's just not realistic. And sometimes I'll see people that ate really well, so they didn't do like some crazy diet or anything. They just changed their nutrition, started hitting the gym, and somehow they lost 15 pounds in a month or, you know, more weight. And I would think, what did I do wrong? Why haven't I lost all that weight in 1 month? So I just kept comparing myself to other people's journey, and that's not really realistic because that's not your journey. You know, everybody's just different. Don't compare yourself to others and their journey. I think that once I stopped doing that, I just really appreciated any little bit of weight that I was losing, whether it was 1 pound, 2 pounds, half a pound, anything that I was losing, I felt like I was just closer to my goal. So then once I stopped comparing myself to other people, I started to actually appreciate the work I was putting in. If you take anything from this video, I hope that it is, you know, stay strong, let your people know, and don't compare yourself to other people's journey. You're on your own journey. You'll get there. Stay strong. You got this. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.